Okay then. We are sat in a bricks and mortar expression of the serendipity of what ifs. When this building sat derelict over 15 years ago, who would have thought that it would have become the vibrant cultural centre and community hub we see today? Did George Ferguson even know? And yet here we are this evening in a much-loved venue, enjoying locally brewed beer, listening to me talk about airy-fairy, namby-pamby hippie crap like Daring to Dream and Serendipity. Except it's not crap. Serendipity might imply frivolity, superficiality, capriciousness, but it's a rigorously studied component of scientific endeavour and educational theory. It gets a bad rap, possibly because it spawned a romantic comedy starring John Cusack, but more likely because it's one of those words that's hard to pin down and understand. My favourite explanation of it is it's the phenomenon of happy accidents. And as a geographer, I spend a lot of my time looking at places that have designed in space for such happy accidents to occur. It's a hobby and a fascination of mine. In essence, these places are designing space for the imagination to play. But do you have to be an architect with snazzy trousers and be able to buy and develop a derelict building in order to design such spaces? I'd argue not. While it's undeniably useful and indeed essential for the imagination to have a physical presence in the public realm, we see it every day when we use the internet. The web is a big rabbit warren of what-ifs. In fact, it was built into its very architecture. We've all experienced the web as a search for answers on one subject, and that opens up 101 avenues of thought through the links we've explored. In an event I went to called the High Street Camp last week, there was a gathering of people who were seeking to find new and innovative ways to reinvigorate their high streets. There were a few people from local authorities and town councils there, but by and large they were ordinary members of the public, seeking to find solutions that are of the community and for the community. They were asking what-ifs on a massive scale to enable the free association of ideas. Likewise, a couple of months back, I went to a conference called Making Local Food Work. And again, the participants there were mostly non-professionals. I've been wondering what it is that motivates people to do these things. You'd suspect that it's because they look at the world and they see a gap and they lack something that they want or need. But we see all of these things every day. Not everyone then goes out and forms a working group and has the tenacity to find a way of making a project that works. The risks are huge, the time investment is demanding. It's the power of imagination expressed as a question, what if, that energises people and spurs them into action. But imagination isn't enough. We're all given to flights of fantasy. Daydreaming and wish-making are hugely popular pastimes. But what is it about asking what if that gets people moving? I asked a number of people who have been involved in the inception of some of these projects to tell me their stories, and this is what they told me. What ifs are energizing. They generate huge amounts of excitement. In a poll, I asked for 5 words to describe what ifs, and the top answer in every single case was exciting. Excitements are infectious. The enthusiasm of a person in the grip of a what if quickly spreads to all of those around them, and that creates a buzz. This has the power to make connections and turn a solitary dream into a common goal. With connection comes community. When asked about the benefits of asking what ifs, the first thing most people mention was the new people they meet and the friends they make. A shared imagination fosters close ties. Community enables learning through sharing. Skills are transferred through the network as people find others with similar interests or are exposed to new challenges. A supportive group provides a safe environment to experiment, learn, and grow. By asking what if, people are finding deeper meaning by making meaningful connections that enable them to enrich their lives in all sorts of ways. We live in exciting times of rhizomatic structures, open learning, free networking, and serendipitous connections. We can clearly see how these are enabling communities to engage and organise, leading to grassroots movements that are sustainable, innovative, flexible, engaging. Movements that challenge accepted norms, crucially disrupt the narrative, and make space for something else to emerge. That's why I continue to be fascinated, and why I urge you all never to stop asking what if. And that's my talk, so thank you, bye.